Just want to introduce you to Brenda. Brenda. She's a little legato. Look, hello. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Are you too small to truffle hunt?
Let me take you on a trip through the vegetable garden at Brambletie. Well, firstly, you can see this wonderful path that Steve did. These are all old pianellas. He actually cut in half and created it. Anyway, let me take you around and see what you think of what I've been doing. I have 8 raised beds, and there they are in front of you. And on my table and chairs, I've got some tomatoes that I picked a little bit earlier this morning. Anyway, let me take you to show you. One of the best tomatoes that's been growing this year for me has been this tiny little one. It's actually called Bingo, and it's been brilliant. It's been producing, so many. Then, of course, we've got other tomatoes. These ones are growing nicely, but not so red at the moment. But then, give them a little bit of time. Obviously, the beef tomatoes need to get redder, and they shall be so juicy when they're ready. I'm taking you along here. We like our tomatoes because obviously I do my passata, and this particular variety of tomatoes that you can just see in front of me, these ones are Rosamunda, and Rosamunda are gorgeous. They're a slightly lesser red colour, but really nice. Anyway, lots of tomatoes in the garden, as you can see. These are tiny little yellow tomatoes. You can probably just catch them there. So I've got straw, which has actually helped for mulching. You can probably see it there. As I say, these are raised beds and predominantly no dig. Well, everybody, this is BB, if you didn't know. Steve bought me this wonderful BB car, which is a Fiat 500 Epoch Berlinetta 500F.
Yep.
Correct. Okay. And you can...
I was going to say about the word epoch.
Have I got that right?
It is right, but it's known, epoch is the word for vintage
Yes.
in Italian.
Yes.
So it doesn't necessarily, it's not got it in the name of it, but epoch is how you describe a Fiat Epoca as a vintage Fiat.
Oh, okay. And the main thing is, my Fiat 500 is 1969, so it actually is quite old. But the reason it's sort of in this shape at the moment is Steve's going to be doing some work on it. I think probably I'm going to be doing some work on it as well, but I'm not quite sure yet. Steve will have to direct me.
Well, look, we're going to get it on the road.
Yes.
The point is, everything works.
Correct.
There's one or two scabby sort of things on it which need just dealing with. So
When
small
you say
things.
scabby, what exactly do you mean by scabby? I mean, I know
Just
what I
like-
mean by scabby.
Just like the bonnet opener doesn't quite operate, like it doesn't spring
Yeah.
open. The boot has got a funny little hinge on it that needs changing.
Yes.
You notice the badge on the back, and I know
Oh, yes.
I know some very hawk-eyed people that are going to be watching this are going to say that is not an L, it's an F. You're dead right, it is an F. The badge has been replaced at some time with the original badge, but for an L. Probably someone didn't know what they were doing.
So, will we get a new badge and have Fiat 500 F on?
No.
Or did they have Fs at the time?
No, in fact, what happened was this is the other model to the L. The L was the Lux, and the L. I know it's true.
So did you not get me the Lux? Did you not get me the Lux, Steve? Is that what you're saying?
The small
I think BB is
the
Lux
small
anyway.
differences between the Lux, I'm sure I'm going to be corrected here. We'll get the original badge for anybody who's really concerned. We can put that on in a couple of minutes, but that needs to be right because that tells it what the car is.
But the good thing about this car, well, for me, I thought was really exciting is that this little Fiat 500, which in fact we named BB, many of the people that's on the Bramble Tie Facebook group know that, and BB came all the way from Rome. And the nice thing is, Steve will show you some shots a little later, it has a Rome number plate. Not Rome, but Roma.
So they call it a tag, a number plate, and the actual Roma name is on the tag. That's what they used to do. It does increase the value. It comes with all the historical paperwork, the original invoice and the original logbook.
You shouldn't be saying too much. People might want to buy my car. This is mine, you know.
I might want to
This
sell
was a
it.
present. This was a present.
Listen, let's get on with what we've got to do because we need the revisione. So the revisione is similar to an MOT. Anybody who knows what an MOT is, it's your mechanical check and safety check to take it on the road. In Italy, it's called a revisione. The revisione is quite simple. It's not as stringent or is not as sophisticated as an English MOT. It checks for several factors, which I'm going to go through actually. And in fact,
It lasts for 2 years, doesn't it?
it lasts for 2 years. So in my mind, it's up to the owner to keep the mechanics right up to peak. And on a car like this, we need to do that because obviously Lynn's going to be driving it. So for safety reasons, let's not take any chances.
It's actually been stored over the winter period because
Yeah.
we